Hey, this is Mr. Elmhorst. We're going to take a look at the lesson for writing equations using tables. We're going to use the vertical tables and also horizontal tables. So it's important to keep in mind that we're going to start with the x, and that's going to be our input variable. And then as we go from input, we're going to start with the x and go over here to y as our output. And then ask the question, what is happening? So when we first look here for 0 going to 0, we're going to ask, was something added or something multiplied? Well, 0 times anything would be 0, but 0 plus something would not be 0. So I'm going to scratch out the adding here. So we know it was multiplying by something. So you cannot add anything to 0 to give us 0. So we're going to go to the next input output here where we go from 1 to 5. So we're multiplying 1 times something equals 5, and we use our multiplication facts to know that 1 times 5 is 5. And then we go down to the last one here to check to see if that rule is true. And 2 times 5 is 10, 1 times 5 is 5. So then we put it in here in the first one where 0 times 5 would be 0. And then we write the equation, but from the table we go from x times something equals y, but then when we take the equation and we write it out, we're going to use the format y equals 5 times x. So now when the tables are vertical, we're going to go to the right where x goes to the right, and then you get your output. Now we also have horizontal tables, but we're going to start with the x, and we're going down here. So we're starting with x to see what's going on for the input, and then the output is going down. So we're looking to see how do we go from 0 to 6. Well, if you multiply anything times 0, you would get 0. So we know that it is not multiplying. So we're going to add, then 0 plus something would equal 6. And we know our facts here, 0 plus 6 is 6. So we go to the next one here to check and see what the rule is. And then we use the same thing, plus 6. And 2 plus 6 is 8. So that is confirmed here. And then we continue on. Plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. And that is also confirmed. And then so on and so forth. And now we're ready to write the rule. So again, we're actually going to start with y, the output in the format. Y is equal to x plus 6. So no matter what we put in for x, we would add 6 to it, and then we would get the y in the output table.